Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch had a stern warning for the Biden-Harris administration. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check the lower right-hand corner. See that address? youtube.com/@explainamerica. Go to that page. Give us a subscription. It's free and it really helps us out. Justice Gorsuch appeared on Fox News Sunday, where he talked to host Shannon Bream, and he talked about a variety of issues. One of the things he talked about was how the deep state, the agencies of the United States government, the people who are not elected, who are in there for life, how they're becoming like a fourth branch of government, and he talked about how dangerous that was. But he talked about something else that was dangerous that caught my attention. He talked about the proposed changes to the Supreme Court that are being made by Biden and Harris, and, supported by Schumer and so many Democrats. And he's talking about, and he's right, you're looking at a sliver in time in politics, and you want to make these mass changes to the Supreme Court. But the damage it can do to the country long term could be irreparable. It could be irreparable. It could erode the entire court and the authority the court has. If you figure, well, every couple of years, the president's going to change the court around, and so what they say today doesn't matter in 10 years. That's not a way to look at the Supreme Court. Changing decisions, and changing precedent is supposed to be uncommon. It took decades to change Roe back to what it should have been all along, because that court, in my opinion, got it wrong. That court, in the opinion of a lot of people, including former Justice, the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg, didn't really agree with how they decided that case. She was happy with the decision, but didn't agree with how the case was decided. This should have always been a states' rights issue. But what he warned Harris and Biden was, be careful. Be careful of what you're doing here. I want you to listen to what he has to say, and let me know if you agree with him in the comments.
President Biden's proposed reforms.
You are not in a bubble here at the court. There are real-world events happening. The president has proposed now changes to the court, supported, it appears, by the vice president, who looks like she's going to be the Democratic nominee. How does the court feel about potential changes, term limits, ethics codes that are enforced by someone in ways that it isn't now?
Shannon, you're not going to be surprised that I'm not going to get into what is now a political issue during a presidential election year. I don't think that would be helpful. I have one thought to add. It is that the independent judiciary means, what does it mean to you as an American? It means that when you're unpopular, you can get a fair hearing under the law and under the Constitution. If you're in the majority, you don't need judges and juries to hear you and protect your rights. You're popular. It's there for the moments when the spotlight's on you, when the government's coming after you. And don't you want a ferociously independent judge and a jury of your peers to make those decisions? Isn't that your right as an American? And so I just say, be careful.
And it's time now for our Sunday group. Wall Street Journal White House reporter Catherine Lucy